All right, so we're over here at the property today, getting ready to pour the entrance. There's a little 12er.
12er in.
And we're waiting on a couple of our guys to show up here. They're gonna help direct traffic while these dudes are finishing up the pour. Check this out. Got concrete trucks, got a whole crew of dudes in here busting ass. And looks like they're already screeding part of the entrance and stuff. So a couple more truckloads and we'll be looking at a concrete entrance. Thankfully, there's not too much traffic on the road today because you don't want to run over while you're pouring concrete. All right, folks, welcome back to, wow, I almost choked on my tongue. Welcome back to round 2 of Framing the Office. You got the Tweedledweebs here today, 1, 2, and 3. But that's all right, we're gonna get it done. So today, Steven and Robbie went this morning and they picked up all of the 3/4 tongue and groove decking, the 2x4 stuff that we need. 2x6 is what we're gonna use for headers. And yeah, we're gonna get this thing unloaded, get up there and get started. We're up here decking, and it is hotter than hotter than a hoochie coochie. That's hot. So we're up here in the corner. That's where we're starting. We're starting in the hot corner so we can finish out in the cool corner when we're done that has windows and stuff. And Robbie and Steven are setting a sheet actually right now. And what we're using is what's called liquid nails subfloor. And this is going down underneath the plywood. That way, if you have any variance in the rafters or the floor joists, you don't hear this squeak from wood contacting metal. It works kind of the same way even if wood contacts wood. If you end up with movement and you don't have some type of caulk that's in there to kind of dampen that, then you'll listen to it squeak every time you take a step on it. So we've got copious amounts of that going down on this thing. We've also got our self-drilling screws that actually attach wood to metal. They've got a cutter on this end that pilots, and then this little shank right here, it's got like a couple little studs off of it. Those clean the hole up so that when you're done with the pilot, that it's got a clean spot for the threads to start grabbing in the purlin. And that's what the steel rafters are called that we're attaching to underneath this stuff. We are using 3/4 tongue and groove. What that means is it's got a tongue, if you will, on this side, and it's got a groove on this side, and those actually key together whenever you slide the pieces together. And we'll show you that here in just a second. We're actually gonna run some more caulk on the rafters, throw another sheet down, and I'll show you what it looks like as that taps together. Had a little bit of delay this morning. We had the wrong length screws, so that was a little bit of a cluster running around. And but I mean, we got it took care of, and we've been rocking and rolling. It's 100 degrees today. Like I said, we're in the back corner of the shop up here. You can see that there is no windows over here. There's nothing for a draft. So we got this little chicken poop fan blowing, trying to move a little bit of air. Okay, well, it's not that I'm not trying to work, but somebody's got to run the camera, so we're gonna watch these guys work. You can see that we've got some caulk. We've got a decent little bead. It's about 1/4 of an inch wide, maybe 3/8. You don't need it super thick because you've got a lot of surface area, and when this mashes down, there's not a whole lot of air gap, so that spreads out pretty good, and you don't want it laying over the sides looking like junk when you walk in from the bottom. So right down the middle of that, you got some on every single rafter. Now we're using a 4-foot offset piece because anytime you're doing anything, you want to try to overlap seams, just like we did on our top plate. That's the same thing we're doing with our decking. It's the same thing you'll do with a roofing shingle. It's the same thing you'll do with anything in construction that you can actually lay over. So you can see right here, they've got this thing set up. It's run damn near flush. We're saying just inside flush because this outside beam is not 100% perfect, and we want to have, if there's any variance, we want to have it behind that, not have to come back and pop a string line across this and cut these deals, because it's not that critical for that edge to land 100% perfect. So we're running a little bit shy of the face of the purlin, basically where the radius is. We're calling it kind of splitting hairs there to do it. Now if you look down here, you can see that right now this tongue has not gone in the groove of this other piece of plywood. We've got this gap here, and that's the red part that you can see under there. And the idea is to get that knocked in like Steve is doing right now. You see that coming together. I don't know why that's so satisfying to watch, but it really is. Especially when you get a nice even reveal down this thing. It's even better. Makes you feel good about all your framing coming together and even your decking being tight, because anytime you're building a structure of any kind, the tighter you get all the total components, they add up to a better overall finish. And we're trying to end up with as minimal amount of bounce in this second floor as humanly possible. And part of that is doing a really good job of laying it out. The second part is doing a good job of installing all this other dimensional stuff so that you don't end up way out of square or have, 1/4 inch to nothing gaps on your plywood. And you can see, if you look down these things, these other ones we've got decked, these are good seams. This stuff looks good. Vertical seams, horizontal seams. I've said vertical, but it's not vertical, it's all laying on the ground, but you get what I'm getting at there. You can see what I'm talking about. Again, here's a better example of a 4-foot stagger, then an 8-foot sheet, then a 4-foot stagger, then an 8-foot sheet. And it works the same way on this side. They kind of cancel each other out by overlapping in the middle of that seam, and that's where you get the best bite. Because if this has a rise in it, where these two pieces come together, you want that thing to grab that as well. And what it does is, if you end up with low and high rafters, the tongue and the groove helps tie all of this together to make this a little bit more structural than what you had before. So we're gonna keep rocking and rolling, grooving and moving, and show y'all what this is looking like. We got a little bit done and a lot left to go. Let's rock and roll. All right, folks, welcome back. We're over here. It's day 2 of decking the second story and getting after some plumbing. We got the Carpenter Brothers up here. Got an Ingram Harper area. It's the man right there, running all of this. This is where the water comes into the building from way out here. That's where the water storage tank that we can't use is. That's the water that's actually going to feed the shop. So they're in here running all of this stuff, and they've got to go up this wall, across all the way that purlin over there to feed water to that side of the shop. It's 100 million degrees, so we're trying to stay on top of filming stuff. Let me give you a quick rundown of what we're doing. Steven's mad. All right, so check it out. Right now we are, instead of building, there's a couple ways to frame this. You can actually build a pony wall at 8 foot and then fill it in, or you can do like we're gonna do, because we're not gonna be doing jumping jacks and having children up here and any kind of crazy kind of business going on. We're just gonna run full length 2x4 studs, and at 8 foot we're gonna pressure block that so that we've got a nailer for the sheetrock or whatever it is we decide we're gonna do on the finish out on the inside. But it doesn't have to be crazy structural, nothing real crazy. This is gonna just be office space and stuff like that. So they're laying out the bottom plate and the top plate for this wall that we're gonna stand up on the backside, getting ready to lay the door out for there. This is the secondary office for Eric. So a window that's there, we're gonna match one on that side as well. Entry door on that side. This is the plumbing from the bottom floor bathroom up here to our bathroom as well. We've got this is the toilet, this is the shower, this is the sink, this is all the other stuff in between.
This is Willie's office.
Yeah, Willie,
right here.
Willie makes poo-poo.
Willie goes sleep.
Willie goes night-night. So yeah, you heard it here first. I sleep in the shower in the AC. That is my job. All right, so moving on.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck?
If a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Yeah.
As much wood as a woodchuck could if a woodchuck could chuck wood.
Oh!
Woo!
All right, dude.
Woo!
I didn't think your brain worked that well.
Woo! That's what we're doing. I'm done talking to you. It's too hot, so we're gonna work. Nail the wood, make the thing, build the wall, rock and roll. Let's go.
What are you doing, brother?
Oh, I'm just making wood muffins.
Making a wood muffin.
Yeah, this one's about done. You can smell it. You smell it cooking?
Yes, it smells a little burnt.
Yeah, these are homemade. I made this one just for you. Now look, you're gonna want to take it easy when you chewing it.
Go ahead and show me.
No, these are made for these are made for you.
Oh, for me. Well, let me get a bite of this bad boy. It's really good, Willie. So Willie's got our bottom plate here for the bathroom, which has multiple holes. Willie, punch that hole.
Let me dadgum plumbing holes. Let me show you how you get them done around here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're gonna want to fasten your seatbelt when you run one of these bad boys, because all it wants to do is break your wrist.
Yeah, okay.
All right, here we go. So I just use this is kind of an ancient technique. It's called zing and bog. Zing and bog, zing and bog. When you say one word, 3 syllables. Very enjoyable. Zing and bog. Sometimes you back it up, you know. Sometimes you put it back and forward. Don't mind the burning smell or the tingling sensation. Ow! Or touch the blade because it gets really warm.
Okay. Okay. We're 50%.
I'd say you have to wiggle.
Wiggle. Wow. Now, how big's the gap at that end?
Oh yeah. Okay, now we're just gonna sweep all the crumbulations out from underneath because there's like 1.5 pounds of graham crackers under there. Got the 2x6 wall nailed up. That is the this wall shared between Eric's office and the bathroom, and this got framed out of 2x6 so we could fit all the plumbing in here. You can see we've got a couple different offsets. One side of the piping crowds one side, the other side crowds the other side. We want it all to fit in the bottom plate. We're still going to put nail plates over this so that you can't actually nail through when you're sheetrocking it or whatever the finish out's going to be on both sides. But nonetheless, we wanted all of that to land in this wall. Let me show you what we got done. We're tired. We're cooked. Look at Torver's head.
I got sawdust in this and in this.
I don't think he's mad anymore. I think he's just depressed.
It's sad.
We've had 3 days basically from probably about
Dark to dark.
Yeah, dark to dark. So here in Texas right now, that's about 7 o'clock to about 9 o'clock. So we're whipped. Let me show you what we got done though. This is, let me start at the entryway. A couple 12ers sitting out here, by the way. So you walk through the door. This is the main office, and this is the bathroom. We lobbed this corner. Oh yeah, you can see him simulating taking a grumpy right here.
How you do it?
This is how it's gonna be. We're not actually mounting a toilet. We're gonna start a new, it's like a yoga and target practice. Oh, hey.
You gotta have,
Yep,
I'm not there yet.
You gotta work on your balance too. All right, now, this is a permanent fixture. I will not be walking inside the building at all. I won't be going upstairs with walking, and I won't be moving across the shop. The only thing I will be doing is jumping on
For the ride.
like this.
Okay, turtle mode's off, hold tight.
Here we go, we're in full power. Try not to take a wall out. Taking you for a cruise over here and show you the second floor because we haven't put steps in or anything like that. That's close enough, Steven.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, talk to it pretty like. Come on, Jeannie. There we go. See? Just talk to her sweet. We really wanted to make sure that we had an awesome office and plenty of space when we did this. And I think we hit a home run here. We've got a little bit of stuff left to do up here because what we're using for material, we're kind of mixing up our panel, which is the stuff that's on the outside of the building. We're going to be doing some mix match between some sheetrock interior walls, some our panel interior walls. The room that's directly underneath us, which is actually where the tool storage is going to be, 1/2-inch plywood. This is the doorway into the upstairs bathroom. We decided we were going to do a shower up here just because you live once, and
we live up here half of our life.
yeah,
so.
Exactly. So if we're up here working late like we commonly do, y'all know we're up here, it'd be nice to be able to take a shower if you wanted to or whatever. We just weren't going to build it without doing it.
Yeah.
So kind of one of the things on a bucket list, like, hey, I want a big office. I'd like to have a shower at work just so I can.
All the things we don't have at our current shop.
And have never had.
Yeah, and have never had. Never had a bath at our home either.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, we've never bathed. Still till now. I've never bathed
Waiting
before.
on this one.
Yeah, when this goes in, that'll be the first bath I ever have taken.
30 years.
So we'll make sure to film that and share that with you as well. Shower, we've got an awesome buddy that is going to help us. We kind of told him we were going to just go buy some prefabricated thing in Home Depot, and he laughed and said, hey, look, I do tile for a living. His tile company is DBR Tile, and Dirk is a really good friend of ours. He's going to come over here and I promise you, blow your mind with his level of skill. The guy does a really good job. We're going to do everything we can to help him along the way, but we know he's got our back to make that a cool deal. We had some friends of friends, new friends now to us.
Customers of ours.
Customers, actually, yeah, and friends now. The Carpenter brothers, they're from Harper, Texas, right down the road, just outside of Kerrville. And they came up here and they did all the plumbing, and those guys did an awesome job. It's like a team of 4, 5, 6, 10 brothers. Really cool guys. We had a lot of fun filming while they were here and doing some stuff with them, and they did a really good job. They're here knocking out all of the plumbing and actually finishing out the plumbing inside the walls here. It's going to be legit. It's going to be a really nice bathroom. This right here was something that we also really wanted to do because a really good friend of ours that y'all guys have not, I don't know if you've seen him on film. You might have seen him in the background once or twice. His name is Eric Starr. That's 2R Star.
Yeah, Star.
Yeah.
No, he's not Hispanic.
Yeah, he does all our media stuff, and we love the dude. And so we wanted to have an office here because we have plans on him working full-time with us to do this stuff and bring more videos for you guys. Let me bring the camera up so I'm not looking at my nose. To do more videos for you guys to keep the content coming, and we need Eric here to rock and roll. So that's what we did. We built him an office. He's got 2 windows and a big ass 36-inch door also, and a big window so he can check out the shop. So I think he's gonna actually have a really cool office layout in here and be able to rock and roll and knock out some more videos. This room is our office. And this is a big bad boy is what it is. It's a bad boy.
Yeah, this is a bad boy.
No, this is a, it's 20 by 20. And, you know, call me simple, but I'm pretty excited. I think we could throw a football in here, bro.
Maybe we can do all kinds of stuff in here.
It's actually more than 20 that way. It's 20 wide and it's like 20 something that direction. 25 almost. So we've got damn near 500 square feet up here for Steven and I to be able to hang out,
War room.
do what we're gonna do. Exactly, war room. This is where we collaborate, do stuff, come up with our ideas, take power naps during the day, you know, stuff like that. But we definitely have ridiculous views from up here. I mean, you can just see out of these giant panoramic windows. I don't remember what the dimension is. I think they're 6 foot wide,
3 foot by 6 foot.
3 foot tall by 6 foot wide. So each one of us is going to have plenty of glass to look out of as far as looking outside. And wait till y'all see the glass. Dude, the glass is ridiculous. It's like a mirror basically on one side.
Mirror.
Yeah, and then tinted. About 35% I think is what the tint is on it. Wait till you see it. Double pane. This is awesome storefront stuff. We are very excited about how that's going to look. So we've got all those that are facing on the outside. This back wall we've kept blank. That way we got a little bit of privacy between the two of us. And then we've got 2 of the same size 3 foot by 6 foot windows over here that look out over the shop, over our dominion. And it's just awesome. It looks so killer. So excited. We have worked our butts off from the beginning of this, where we were decking this and y'all were with us doing that. How many sheets do we have? 50?
47 sheets, 3/4 plywood.
40
I put down 656 screws. I know that much.
Okay. So you can imagine, each one of these is like 55 pounds. You're walking on wobbly purlin. This is all super sketchy until you get it decked and tied together. Knocked that out with our brother Robbie. Couldn't do this without Robbie. Robbie Fox, what a pimp. I don't know if you can say that on YouTube. Robbie Fox, what a great dude and awesome, just mentor, brother, friend, business partner, dance. That guy will meet you on the dance floor and cut a rug looking like Michael Jackson out there. That's right. Ken's 5, a national CNN could come in and that dude would walk out on the dance floor and bust it wide open.
And they'd think it was fake news.
Yeah.
But it wasn't.
That's right. Love that dude. Glad to have that dude as a brother and a friend and everything. Couldn't have done it without him. He was over here. He worked his ass off with us, and he helped frame as much as he could before he split. And then we just got after. We got after it over the course of a couple of days. This is what we came up with, and the framing actually has come out really good. The stuff looks good. The walls plain out. I mean, we've got very little variance in our stuff. And I don't know if anyone watching this has ever framed in a metal building, but I'm going to tell you right now, this stuff's just not square. And these walls plain out really good. We crowned all the studs. We did good, man. We did really good for what we had. You can see over here, we've got, this is what's called pressure blocking, and it's at 4 foot and 8 foot. That way when we come in here to sheetrock this, you've got a nail seam at 4 foot height, then you stack your next sheet on there and you've got a nail for those to overlap.
And it makes
It also, yeah, we used 2x4 up here because we wanted to leave as much square footage. We wanted a lighter footprint and all that kind of stuff. It takes a little bit more, yeah, exactly. It's not load bearing. It does take a little bit more labor to come in here and cut these additional boards and do it. You can see that we stopped in that corner. We need to keep going around here. We've got the 8 foot line to do as well on this side. Got the 4 footer kind of belt line of all this knocked out. We've got to do it inside that room and the bathroom as well. Even though we're going to hardy some of it, we're going to sheetrock some of it, we're going to R-panel. We're trying to make it look cool. Mix and match some stuff. That way we don't have to come back and do any more than we want to. But all in all, this is looking fantastic. So that's what we got up here on the second story, y'all. This other stuff over here, we got a few things that are going to happen. We're going to have a hot water heater installed and mounted here. I don't know if we got a water softener or what's going over there. I don't think so initially. yeah, if we need it, we'll get it later. This is where we're gonna have a lot of the HVAC stuff for the air conditioning. There will be some storage that's left. We made sure to leave enough room up here. We've got a place to, I don't know, maybe we can eat lunch out here, but plenty of room where we can get in and out of our offices without worrying about not having enough room to move around. We're gonna get a handrail built across this thing, at least some sort of safety rail across here.
Gotta build some stairs still.
Yeah, we've got a few things to do. I want to build a lift, like an elevator, like this thing, kind of, but not that massive. But something cool to get it up and down. I don't know, it's a dream, but yeah. That's what we got up here on the second story. We don't have the mezzanine done yet that goes on the outside, but we're gonna have that done the next video that comes out on the shop, and we'll show y'all what we got. All right, guys, so thanks for sticking with us through this. We appreciate everybody who's been watching the channel and all the support. Y'all saw the other day we had a lot of projects over there at the shop from Matt. We got some cool stuff coming up from our partners at Holly. They sent us some goodies. We're gonna start fuel injecting some stuff and getting into some of the other projects that y'all saw. Also bringing y'all updates on what's going on with the shop. This is blowing and going. We have very limited time to get in over here, and we got a lot of stuff that's gonna happen in a short amount of time. We're gonna bring y'all along with us along the way. Thank y'all very much for joining us today, the last week that we've been here, and we look forward to the next video with you guys. See you soon. Later.